Quarraisha Abdool Karim from Kwazulu-Natal has been recognized as a leading woman in sciences for her work controlling the spread of HIV. She also received an award from the AU earlier this year. Our correspondent Dan Whitehead is there and he joins us now via Skype. Dan, a very good news indeed that you join us with. As always, a pleasure to have you. Do tell us more about the significance of these awards first.
Yes, absolutely. There are 5 female scientists being recognised here in Paris at this ceremony today. And one of them, as you rightly say, is a South African prominent scientist, Professor Quarraisha Abdool Karim from Durban. Now, her main achievement among many over the last 25 years is her work in the field of HIV. And in fact, the judges in awarding her this award said that she's receiving it for her outstanding research into the and a remarkable contribution to the prevention and treatment of HIV and associated infections, improving the quality of women across Africa. It was back in 2007 that Professor Quarraisha really made her name in the science world, where she discovered after a clinical trial that a topical gel could reduce a person's risk of contracting HIV. And so she will be recognised alongside 4 other prominent female scientists tonight who have been nominated by 2,600 worldwide scientists. The other winners come from a range of countries: China, Argentina, the US and France. 5 in total who will attend a ceremony this evening.
Look, Dan, what does this award specifically mean for the AIDS and HIV research, particularly in South Africa?
Well, it obviously puts it further in the eyes of the scientific world that a prominent African scientist has won it for these reasons. But each winner receives €100,000 prize money, around 1.7 million rand. And I spoke to in the last hour or so about what she would spend the money on. She said that she wanted 20% of the money to go on creating a foundation in South Africa to try and get more women into the field of science. That's one of the big aims of this award ceremony as well. But that the other 80% will simply go into further research on how to bring around a full vaccine for HIV, and that research that she certainly wants to continue in the years to come. But she's dedicated, as I say, 25 years of her life to that research, which is now being recognised with this award.
Look, Dan, as you mentioned just now, I mean, yesterday we were just talking about the good news about the commission that is being chaired by President Zuma and Hollande, which is, you know, to increase the healthcare jobs worldwide. How important is it now for such projects by individuals in various countries that might not necessarily be in official research projects?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the commission which President Zuma launched yesterday, alongside prominent award ceremonies such as this one, highlight projects right across continents, and that the investment is needed to continue those. And that comes now from governments, from the UN Commission on Health Employment, being chaired by Francois Hollande and President Jacob Zuma, which is really a guarantee. Look, we need to create these jobs. We need to fund these research, these laboratory tests, these clinical trials, which are being spearheaded by prominent scientists such as Professor Quarraisha and the other 4 women being represented here tonight in Paris, to ensure that the treatments are gained and received, as well as, of course, the aims of the UN Commission, boosting the economies, particularly in developing nations. Those 2 things are really intertwined: finding cures, finding treatments in developing nations for some of these high-risk diseases, which in turn, if those cures and treatments are found in the developing nations, then that will boost the economies there too.
Dan, thank you so much for that update. Always a pleasure. Mr. Dan Whitehead, live to us from Paris in France.